Hello, lovies, 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 lovies. We miss you so much. I think we need to step this up and start doing this show more times a week, but I really can't commit. My shit is raggedy. And I want to thank you so much for enduring me on IG Live at nighttime. Jonesing After Dark has taken off, and now we're up for a Tony Award for Best Dramatic Series on IG. Now, we all know there's no real category, but just like I made a one-hit wonder versus, the night is still young, people. Let's put pen to the paper and get those petitions for an IG Tony Award nomination. Well, first an IG Tony Award thing, and then an IG Tony Award nomination for Jones and After Dark. Yeah, the crowd goes wild. So first, I'd like to let you know that we appreciate you subscribing to the Miss Jones Reunion page, but we need you to get your friends, your family members, and if you're a boss, make all your employees do it or threaten them to dock their, whatever you have to do, whatever ways you have, please encourage them or force them to sign up and subscribe to the Miss Jones Reunion page, right? Also, Thursday nights, me and Miss Jones, it's getting hot, it's getting hot, it's getting hot with me and Queens Flip. It's on the Flip the Script Network on YouTube, and we start at 10-ish. It's supposed to be 9, but somewhere around then. Just come to the network on Thursday at 9 in Shell on Sugar Hill. All right, so we might be missing a few people today because everybody on our show is on vacation. So Research is on vacation on some island. Envy is still on vacation. Envy might join us. I spoke to him earlier, so you never know. But thank you guys for being here. We got a lot to cover. We got to talk about Kwame Brown. We got to talk about Funkmaster Flex. Hard to get a ticket. We've got to talk about what else? There was something that happened before them. And we're going to be talking to Zab Judah.
What?
Celebrity boxing matches. So, first, we need to acknowledge our sponsors this week. Nana's Pudding and Other Deliciousness. Banana pudding freshly made from love and rivaling magnolias. Go to their websites listed below. Check out their banana pudding cheesecake, banana pudding cake, sweet potato pie, strawberry cheesecakes, and more. Available for purchase on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, or simply by calling 917-774-8116. Nana's Pudding. 6inchshoes.com. 6inch Shoes is a high-end online shoe store with a huge collection of stunning footwear and accessories. Step up your look with 6inch Shoes and accessories from global brands and local designers. You can count on 6inch Shoes to elevate your style quotient and stand out in the crowd with stylish footwear and accessories. For more information, go to 6inchshoes.com. The number 6inchshoes.com. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome to episode, is it 17?
Yep.
And we still here of the Miss Jones Morning Show Reunion. And we're going to be here every week until Ronnie gets his money. What's up, Mike and Jay?
I'm not playing with you. Can we talk about you and Flip for a second? Just for a second. Your show. Nothing crazy. Just the show that you do with him.
You can talk about everything because we had action this week.
Okay, all right. So first of all, now I realize she's not just dangerous on the fucking IG Live. She's no longer just dangerous. So I get a phone call, right? Get a phone call, but I'm FaceTiming. Like I'm on the phone with Stacy getting ready to set up the FaceTime with the kids. So when she calls, I go, all right, hit you back on phone with Stacy. Boom, right? She don't give a fuck. She calls right back.
I didn't get the message though, in my defense.
So now I'm like, I said, wait a second, this is weird. I said, let me I gotta answer this day. Something's different right now. I don't know what's going on.
Because ordinarily I let it ring only twice and
you out.
I'm out.
Yeah. And you out.
Because I know everybody has shit. So I don't.
So when Jonesy hits me back the second time, I realized this could mean anything. Like, I can't even wrap my head around what could be really going on because it literally could be anything. Like, Jonesy could be like, yo, get a flight to LA. They booked us. We got the show and get going, right? Or she could literally be calling me in front of a burning house. It could be either one.
Which was the case last week when all the houses in my development were on fire behind the walls. Yeah, he's right.
So then when I call, she answers the phone. And I know by the way she says Michael Sean that things are different. And I know it's showtime because I can hear it in her voice. Michael Sean. The Michael Sean is showtime. I'm like, oh shit. And she ain't even prep me. It's no like text message for a prep. It's just now you got to feel your way around. And then she's like, Michael Sean.
Because Flip was there and he put me on the spot. He didn't believe me. And that's the worst thing a nigga could do is not believe me.
So there's another thing that you have to have strategy on. Jonesy could be asking me to co-sign a lie. Yeah. She could be asking me to co-sign a fucking lie, and I'm down. I'm about that life. Yeah. But I just got a review in my drunken files. I got to dig deep in the drunken files to figure out what lie do I have to co-sign, right?
Facts.
But the good thing is that it wasn't a lie. Well, no, it was factual. Like she had the real facts. She had the meat of the story right there. So when she
inserted myself in it, that was the lie. I said I was there.
Yeah.
I said me and Mike Sean was there. And he was like, get him on the phone. And I said, no problem.
So I proceed with the story. Of
Which
course,
was about.
It was about. Oh God, Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell.
Okay.
It was the day I was drunk and I was in the station van and it was a huge.
It was a Charlie Mack event, and Dwayne Martin was upside her head, yelling it in her face, screaming, like verbally abusing her. They didn't know that Mike Sean was passed out in the radio station van.
Yes.
And witnessed the whole thing.
I peeked and I saw, and I could hear closely, and I saw the tears coming down. Now, Dwayne Martin was really like, he was on some extra shit. Like he was in chicks' faces the entire time. I was just like, wow. I said, wow, he's going to do that right in front of her face. So I guess that's what I'm assuming the argument was like, you really going to keep disrespecting me like this in front of everybody. Then our homegirl from Martin, why do I always forget this lady's name?
Tashina Arnold.
Yes, Tashina Arnold came, grabbed her.
Shout out to Tashina, my friend.
She held her down like a superhero. She got it together. You know, Dwayne walked off and I saw the whole get together. You know how y'all women give each other the pep talk like, bitch, you're not going to just let this shit fuck you up all day. No, you're going to get your shit together. You the star. You on Mark. But the funny thing is that we got on it. I was like, cool. And it was like, I was on it for like 2 minutes, but I felt the intensity like I had been on there for like 2 fucking hours on this show.
Because Flip didn't believe me because I said, me and Michael Sean was, Flip always pushes the envelope like, how you know? Because I was there. You was there and Michael Sean was there. We both was in the station van. And he was like, I don't believe you. Get him on the phone. And then you came on, but you said you was in the van. And then when I got off, I was like, well, if my people's is in the van, it's like I'm in the van.
All day. Yeah, it's like we in the van. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like we was both there. It's like we was both there no matter what.
So I appreciate you answering the call. I did not get that text until later on in the night. And I was like, oh, he probably thinks I'm an asshole. But
nah, I just thought it was an emergency.
The pressure, and it kind of was. It was a first world problem. It wasn't a third world problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate you coming for my first world problem because I had to let him know. And I even forgot why Dwayne Martin's name came up that night. But with Flip, you got to win. I've been needing to win.
I see.
You have to win with Flip.
I see.
And then check that damn Che. Here we go again. Friday night after football. Now his team won. They won the whole championship.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, well then this celebration.
Not for him. Get your hand off of me. Who you talking to?
That's what he said to you?
All I did was put my hand in his back and tell him to move up because he was at the ice cream truck. All the kids were getting free ice cream and kids kept crowding. He's talking and kids are coming in front of him and I'm, I want to get out of here.
Right.
Get him off of me.
Oh, that's what he said? Oh.
So then I said in his ear, I said, do it again and I will slap the shit out of you. He gonna go, you're not gonna do nothing.
Not out here in public, no, you're not. Nuh-uh.
Mike. He said it just like that. He said, you're not gonna do nothing.
Oh my God.
So I stayed there for a minute. Hold on a second. This Jalen. What happened?
Nothing.
All right, I'm taping my show. Can I call you back?
I was just gonna say real quick.
You need money?
So, hold on, Mom, real quick. I just wanted to say real quick. So I know.
Don't say nothing crazy because you on the air. Go ahead.
Okay, I know I'm getting my allowance on Friday.
Just tell me how much you need, please, child, so I can get this out the way.
Can you just front me my allowance?
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right.
But like now.
Are you gambling again?
Excuse me?
Yeah, nigga. I said, are you gambling again?
No.
I don't believe you, but I don't have time. All right. I'll send it now.
All right, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye.
Yeah, that's your son. Whenever your son uses terminology like, can you front me the allowance? Your son, mother.
She trying to get to the meat of. I know you need money, nigga. Just tell me
know
how much
it.
you need.
Right. You don't ever want to be like, hey, mom. No. Hold on. Let me send this boy something so he can stop. Because he'll keep on.
Your mom, let me talk to you for a second.
They're always nasty until they want something. So back to Che. Right. So I'm standing there after he said, you're not going to do nothing.
Oh, man. Oh.
And I stood there for a minute. And then he starts talking back to his friends. And then out of nowhere, I said, Uncle,
no.
You, and lifted him up where he belonged. And now everybody's like, and he's shot. And then he takes my hand and swings it off of him. So now I throw my pocketbook in the dirt and I throw my lawn chair in the dirt and I put my forehead up on his like, what you want to do? Just so black ignorance. That was the Black Ignorance Day parade right then. Oh. And I was so pissed off. And then I said, and I don't give a fuck who called the cops. They're like,
that's how
we're happy that you're finally disciplining him because he's been fucking with our kids since they was 3.
All the white folks did that movie, the slow clap when it goes. Finally happened. It finally happened.
They didn't know how I would receive it. And then the coach of the team, he was getting ready to say something. And the cop next to him was like, let her go. Just let her go.
I said it was a cop in the...
Because one of the coaches was a cop. And they all was just standing there like, doo-doo-doo. Let her fuck him up. Doo-doo-doo.
Shit.
Because everybody has had the cop clapped.
Oh, shit.
And then I did like this to like fix my... I don't even know. I just... to compose myself. And then a Italian mother leaned over and was like, alls I know if my Johnny ever tried me like that out in public, his dad would have his head on a platter. You did good, Mom.
It's always a fucking platter. Have his head on a platter.
Platter. So at that point, I'm so embarrassed. I left and I went to the car. And I'm pulling out because now you gonna get home the best way you motherfucking know how.
No.
He must have known. He knew I was about to leave. So here he come rushing to the car. Now he's looking like this, like if I'm mad at him. Then he gets in the car and I don't say nothing. So he goes, can I ask you something? What was that about? Are you having a bad day? Like you embarrass yourself, not really me. I feel embarrassed for you because that was out of. Are you going through something? You want to talk about it?
Wow.
He's advanced.
Oh, he's fucking amazing.
He's advanced with the fuckery.
I just started doing shit like that like 10 years ago with bitches. Like he's
is your period coming on?
He might as well have said that. He said, is something going on with you that I don't know about?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
And then I feel the trigger about to answer him back. Don't fuck it. So then I was like, don't say another word. Because my sister told me just disengage because he wants the engagement. Like he wants it. I disengaged. I said, don't say another word. Don't say another word. So then we get home. I take my shower. He takes his shower. He go his place. I go to my place. And then I hear a knock on the door. And then my phone starts ringing. I'm like, who is this? Open the door, Jonesy. It's Flip. Queen's Flip. And his son and Smooth, and they're outside the house. So I open the door. He's like, "Where Che at?" He went upstairs. Che was asleep. He kicked open the door and was like, "Yeah, nigga, I told you I was gonna come and fuck you up. You don't know how to talk to nobody. Yeah, I'm right here." So Che's like, "Yeah," because he don't see me. He said, "Where's my mom?" She left. She went to Aunt Wendy's house.
Oh, Wendy's.
And Che believed it because he knew I was supposed to be at Wendy's house.
Oh my!
All's I know is the son kept coming downstairs. Was like, "You got garbage bags? You got Windex? You got white?
No.
You got flags?
Getting rid of a body? What the fuck was they doing? What was they trying to do?
You got purple Fabuloso?
They killed your son? What the?
Yo.
What the hell?
Too far.
I will give y'all the background on the purple Fabuloso story later. But yeah, all I know is they turned that room. They had Che in there. I hear body blows occasionally. Then I hear conversation and laughter. Then I hear more body blows and I hear a vacuum running. Flip got him all the way right. So I say, I don't care like whatever happens, if anything ever happens with me and Flip. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm loyal for the rest of our days, because for him to come into my life and be that village, a part of this village, because you, Jay, you have located Che for me. Mike, you have located Che for me from where y'all are. Envy has called and talked Che. And Flip is now part of the village. That nigga came all the way from wherever he was with his family and got Che all the way together that night while he was on the live. Still got 4 people on his live fighting about nothing. But came in there and got Che all the way together. And I feel like that's what Che needed, that masculine, don't fuck with me tone.
Yeah, it's important. It's important. But the funny thing is you hear rumbling, then you hear a vacuum cleaner coming on. Them shits don't even coincide. Like all of a sudden.
It did for me.
You got some carpet fresh? I just heard y'all fucking somebody up. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's all good now. We gonna tidy up.
Right. Hey, as long as the shit got done.
Hey, God bless. God bless. God bless. Jeez.
So the crazy thing is, Flip was on the live, and then somebody was saying something about Jonesy. So because he's next to me, but they don't know where he's at, I slide in his frame, and I'm like, "Somebody call my name," and they're like, "Wait a minute, where are you, Flip?" Flip was being a friend, so thank you, Flip.
All right, Flip.
Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for loving on my family and helping to save our brown boys, because we need the good role models, and however God sends them into our lives.
Whatever it takes to give a damn. Ain't no protocol on this. Somebody pop up who's a good influence. Come on in.
That's it. So can we get into the Kwame Brown stuff before Zab comes on?
Let's get into Kwame Brown.
Jay, can you text Envy and see if he's coming? Because Envy.
Yeah, Envy responded that he got back a little late. His flight and everything just got back from the islands a little late, so he won't be able to join right now today.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where we at with Envy.
So he filled me in an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those of you that don't know who Kwame Brown is, Mike, you can give them the breakdown.
All right,
I didn't even know.
He was the number one pick straight out of high school. He's the first guy. You know, we've had other basketball players come straight out of high school, but they were never the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
So he was 17 years old. He gets picked out of high school, goes to the Washington Wizards, and gets the
Washington Wizards is coached by
I don't know who the coach was. It might have been Doug Collins, but Michael Jordan had made his comeback. So Michael Jordan was on the team. He had made his third and final comeback, and he got a full dose of Michael Jordan for years, telling him he ain't shit.
As a 17-year-old high school graduate.
As a 17-year-old kid. Now, he never met the potential that everybody thought, but he wound up staying in the league for 12 years. But he never met the potential. He was never an all-star. He never met the number one pick. He played for the Lakers. He played for several teams.
What's significant about 12 years? Why do you say that like that means something?
No, that's huge to be in the league for 12 years. I think the average NBA career might be like 4 or 5 years. And when he hit the time where he got the NBA pension.
So
yeah. So in these 12 years, even just in contracts alone, I'd have to look it up. But roundabout, I think he at least made like $50 million.
Okay.
So if people,
so the joke's on everybody else.
That's exactly what this guy's been trying to say. I came up from being in a homeless shelter to being the number one pick to playing 12 years in the league, and I'm your running joke for 20 years. Like, this has happened 20 years ago. Stephen A. Smith is still giving him the business. He's the running joke. When somebody fails in the league, oh, he's another Kwame Brown. Oh, he's just another Kwame Brown.
So has Kwame Brown heard Stephen Smith all these years and never said anything back?
Never said anything. Listen silently. This recent episodes that have come out were the first time I've ever heard Kwame Brown speak. Like, I had never heard what the man's voice sounds like.
So do we have the audio of him speaking, or is this his response to Envy and the Breakfast Club?
This is the him coming talking about Charlemagne and
so Envy told me that Charlemagne was simply reading a statement that was supposedly factual about Kwame's family, and supposedly or allegedly the statement was that his father murdered someone, his brother murdered someone or tried to kill himself, the other brother, basically he was reading a list of tragedies that had gone on around Kwame's family. And that is why Kwame started attacking Charlemagne. So originally I was like, wait a minute, did he used to wear polka dots? Is he mad about, did somebody clown him about wearing polka dots?
No, not that Kwame. When you first heard the name Kwame, you thought Kwame the rapper. No, not only you, Kwame, the boy G. No.
So it's not that Kwame.
It's definitely not that Kwame. It's not that damn Kwame.
Or the New Beginning.
Good. No, I was starting to feel away. Still want to work with him one day. So I was like, don't go burning no bridges, Envy. Now I'm doing this reunion with you to help you get back on, but I can't have you burning no bridges. I need a Kwame hit like you gave Viv Green. Oh, God. Emotional roller coaster singing ass. But okay.
Here we go.
So I know, right? Subliminal jabs all day long. So the war has begun, and now Kwame is going after Charlemagne. And can we hear the audio now, Max?
Charlemagne the God. Now let's address you, punk. You want to sit here and talk about something that my father did. Something that you allege my father did. You want to talk about something that you allege my brother did. But what did Jack say I did? Let's look at my reputation. Jack said that I roll around with the police. Did he not say that, sir? Do that sound like somebody that's trying to bring violence to someone, sir? See, it's funny how you just got right on and you just created a narrative. And you notice what you said, you bitch boy that bleaches skin? You know what you said? Jack and Matt Barnes are my friends. Yeah, what I told y'all. It's the go along, get along game. It's the peanut gallery. And I don't fuck with your kind, punk. Any nigga that's gonna bleach his skin and rape a woman, you gotta drug bitches for pussy, you punk motherfucker.
So, okay. So, that brings me to the next level of today's show. Charlemagne is under fire once again by Wendy's ex-husband, Kevin, and Funkmaster Flex, our former colleague at Hot 97, for allegedly having raped and drugged a woman. Now, this is nothing new. This is an old story. And allegedly, Kevin Hunter found this girl, and every time Charlemagne gets like a TV opportunity, Kevin digs this girl out allegedly. They start the he's a rapist thing, so that the networks wind up canceling Charlemagne's opportunities. Wow. Allegedly, Charlemagne settled with this girl years ago, but it was before Charlemagne was popping, so she didn't get as much, I'm guessing, as she knows she probably could have gotten if she had waited. So they keep on coming and bringing this girl around. And this time they're saying that he drugged her, but it wound up being, from what Envy said, him giving alcohol to minors, allegedly. Not that makes it any better. I'm just trying to recall what Envy was saying. And also about the sex, There was supposedly no semen found or no evidence of the alleged rape, but they settled years ago. So, but what's strange to me is, I mean, Kevin obviously still has it out, has something against Charlemagne. And I saw a post on IG from his page that said he wished that he had never brought Charlemagne into his life.
Hmm.
And my thought was, then you would have never met your lovely, wonderful, amazing baby mom, Sharina.
Yeah, life. There are connections.
But what's strange to me is Funkmaster Flex's place in this whole thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's his play. What does he get out of going on his show, which he did? Do we have that audio?
Yes, we do.
Max?
That's the part taking everybody to a bad place, you nasty. You're so nasty. That's the part. You sit next to people. You sit with academics. You sit with that nasty guy with you on your podcast that doesn't care about our culture, and you just laugh about chick rape. Cause as he's laughing, I'd like to punch him in his face. Cause I want you to let me in on the joke. Let us in on the joke. Let us in on the joke about putting pills in a woman's drink and having sex with her and she's incoherent. Because I'm going to tell you something, my brother, and then I'm going to end this. You seem to look up to R. Kelly and his sex tape with the 14-year-old. You and your wife, I guess that's what you do. You like to have sex with people when they're incoherent. You did it on spring break. And you expect us to believe you describe yourself like that. You say that's what you do. But you want us to believe this one girl, Jessica Reed, you didn't do that. It was your boys. You're a liar. Keep sending out your cease and desist. You're doing the right thing, buddy.
Do we have the audio of him calling Charlemagne a pedophile and a rapist? Because if we don't, Charlemagne does. And here comes the lawsuit. So allegedly, Charlemagne is about to sue Funkmaster Flex personally and Emmis Communications, which houses Hot 97. Is it Emmis anymore, or is it Media Co? Whoever it is, everybody's going down. And you and I know firsthand, Mike Sean.
I was about to say it. Go ahead.
What happens when the lawyers at Hot 97 get involved? Somebody's head is rolling. They don't want that smoke. They never did. Hot 97 is a smoke-free environment, for real, for real.
Do we know?
Then I heard Ebro posted today, oh, this is what we doing? We filing lawsuits now. Nobody said nothing when you was talking about Funkmaster Flex beating up his ex-wife or some. I think that's what Ebro's text said, his post. But the difference is, Envy and I talked about, that all was like proven. Funkmaster Flex allegedly beating up his ex-wife or his ex-girlfriend or whomever it was. You guys can Google it. Research in here, and I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Don't care. Yeah, I don't care. But it's out there that Flex allegedly, and it's in a news, a police report, beat up his ex-wife or his ex. And so Ebro's post today about, that's what we doing. We running. We suing now. We suing radio stations for real, Charlemagne. That's what we doing. But Ebro said the same thing when Envy was about to sue Power with Star. Remember?
That and
he discouraged Envy, and that pissed Envy off. He was like, "Don't do that. Don't sue them. You giving them more power. You giving them a look." And Envy was like, "I don't give a fuck about a look or power. This is my family, and no man is going to disgrace them." And now, $3.5 million later, he just bought Mary J. Blige's house.
So with the Charlemagne case, was it ever like settled and closed?
Yes,
like,
it was settled. It was plead out. They pled out, and to a
pleaded out, right?
Yeah, to a lesser charge, and it's done. And I'm 100% confused on what the motivation, what even made Flex think about doing this. And this is the one thing I hate when people bring up the culture. You're not doing this because you're fighting for the culture. So
at all.
You're doing this because there's a knife that you want to dig in another person's back, and you want to try. And what's going to
use this as an excuse for your taking the knife.
Is the excuse that, you know, you're with these white dudes in the culture. I will say this, things get really serious when people get to a certain level and their lawyers have a certain type of power. And we can say whatever your opinion about Charlemagne is, whatever it is, here nor there, you like him, don't like him, there is a certain level that he's gotten to. And the lawyers that are now going to put this lawsuit ain't going to be no regular old average Joes. They're going in there for a big amount of money. They're going in there for a big amount of money. It might even make what Envy got look small. You know?
And Charlemagne got longer money than Funkmaster Flex.
And you might have just...
Because supposedly Flex just re-signed his contract for $400,000, and Charlemagne's getting allegedly 3.5 a year or 3.7. That's like 8, 12, 16, 24, 30, like 7 times your annual. Hot 97 don't want those type of problems. They don't want to waste that type of money. So it's about to be a big something in hip hop. The two of them are either going to come together and have a kumbaya, associate or accented by a rally and peace in the streets and peace on the airwaves, right? Yeah. Or Flex is probably going to get let go.
So for those who are thinking that, wait, if Flex only stated what was obviously noted in the case, why would it be a problem? Did he say facts only from that case, or are we just not sure what Flex was saying is true or not?
Well, he also had the daughter's mom on the show. So defamation of character is a broad lawsuit.
And slander.
Is broad. And hey, I'm not saying it's a guarantee that he'll win off of this, but gotta be very careful.
Be some settlation.
Yeah, there's got to be some settlation going on.
Settlation.
And it's 2021. And I don't think Flex is still talking like it's 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And he still has that 2009, 2010 energy. The world is different.
It is. And they got a cancel culture.
Quickly. They're
trying to put that cancel culture on Charlemagne. But because Flex, in my opinion, just went so off the rails, that wasn't smart. That's radio 101. You use the words allegedly, the words supposedly, use the words, in my opinion. You don't just go out there and call people a pedophile and a rapist. Charlemagne can say, I lost money from this. I lost this endorsement. I lost this opportunity. I did that, and add up all the amounts of those monies and add that in for punitive or compensatory damages.
I thought it was punitive.
I thought compensatory was compensation and punitive was damage to the brand. I don't know.
Oh, I'm a bad lawyer. I guess in the waiting room too.
I was impressed just that you just threw those 2 words out there like that. God damn, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the fact that you just definition.
iHeart and Radio 1 have given me lots of reasons to use those 2 words. Compensatory and punitive damages. Thank you. Is Zab here?
Yes, he is.
I'm about to text somebody that just to start a fight, just so I can hit him with what you're not going to do. Mess up my punitive damages. My compensatory. You out your fucking mind. I wish you would.
Hip hop is about to get exciting, and maybe not in a real way though. So I doubt we're going to be like able to have cameras in the courtroom. But even when Star tried to sue Envy for that $30 million, and iHeart was allegedly going to settle, and Envy was like, no, ain't nobody settling. I'll take it on. He said the first time Star showed up with a lawyer, and then the next time after that, allegedly, Star was representing himself. So these things are so costly that unless you are making it like that, and you can find an attorney that's willing to ride with you through that tumultuous turn, Flex, I don't know. I think Charlemagne got more. You'll see who your real friends are. That's for sure, Flex. I don't know. I think you did too much this time, boo.
I don't know. Messed up. Yeah,
I don't know if it's the chickens coming home to roost. Is Zab there?
Yes, so you can bring them on in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the welterweight, right? Wasn't he
welterweight champion of the world?
Yes. Put your hands together. And our forever friend, who always came through to all our events.
Always.
Let us phone jack him. He didn't know. So I'm like, yeah. But he still came back even after the phone jack. And now he's got this big, huge, popping celebrity boxing event going on down in the A. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Zab Judah!
Jose, what it is, what it is. What it is, Jonesy. Oh man.
You look good.
I'm staying focused, Jonesy, staying focused.
Why is it that boxers, y'all always look good? Like y'all the skin be shining and healthy?
I don't know, man. I hang out on the beach a lot now. I'm a beach boy.
Oh, that's good.
That's
shit.
good. That ocean water. That
Yeah.
ocean water is the best thing for you.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Zab,
You
how's the
looking
family?
great. Look at you. You looking great. Look at you glowing, looking good.
Thank you.
She here with the
Shut up.
Zab, you stunned her. You just hit her with a 2-piece right there. Look, she's stunned right now. She had a whole, she had question. Look at her now.
Zab, Mike, remember Zab came through to the boat rides and stuff?
Did I? Oh man. Zab, you're a beast.
Have some fun out there. Yep.
Zab don't give a fuck.
That's what I love about you. You know what? Because I know how disciplined you are, and I know how serious you take your career. But others thought that just because you dibbled and dabbled into our like skullduggery and our moments of fuckation, that you weren't as dedicated as you should be. You have found a balance to not be all work and not be all play.
I mean, you know what? The thing I say to that is this: find another fighter out of New York City that's a 6-time champ of the world, or more. That's all I say. I ain't got no more to say. They say I'm unfocused, I'm undisciplined. I'm the wild child from Brooklyn. Find another champion, a 6-time champ of the world out of New York City, period, anywhere. I'll wait. I'll wait.
No, we can't find that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist.
No.
But do you feel like you accomplished everything you ever set out to accomplish? Did you live the life you wanted to live?
No, I think that when I think back, what happened with me was I think that I lived the life that I was supposed to live. If that makes sense to you, I don't know. It wasn't what I wanted to do, because what I want to do was totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did you want to do?
I don't. You know, Josie, as a person, when you achieve things, you always dream and want for bigger. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like I always was, that person that had those big astronomical dreams that be like, I was the astronaut on Earth, wanting to sky off into big stuff. But you know what I'm saying? But my life planned out great. You know what I'm saying? It was the way it was supposed to go. At times I tried to buck and do other things, and the Most High was like, no, this is what you're gonna do. Stay right here. And I'm like, no, but I'm more than that. I can do it. Stay right here. And I can ship over there. Stay right here. And I found myself a lot, just, being steered back into what I was supposed to do. And then after a while, you just learn to give up. You learn to just listen, because it's much easier. It's much better on your life, if I should say.
It's more rewarding, right?
More rewarding. It's more rewarding. 100%.
Was there ever a fight that you regretted taking?
No. Every fight that we took, we was prepared for it. We knew about it. It was up to us to say yay or nay. So no matter if it was late with time, I mean, because I had took last minute notice fights and things like that, but because of the opportunity and because of the situation, there was some things you could never turn down. It was like one of my biggest prestige wins of my career, beating Corey Spinks.
Yeah.
But what I tell people is that was a situation that was given to me in it wasn't a good light. I was 140 pounds. He was the welterweight undisputed champion of the world. So I was a smaller guy, and it was giving me the opportunity. The first fight I fought him, I thought I beat him. They took it from me, and they said, you got to do a rematch, but you got to do it in his backyard for 100 times less the money, everything, man. But I went in there with that pressure on my back, and that made me, you know what I'm saying? Made that little Brownsville kid pop out. No joke.
Yeah. So I know that before I get to Mike, you're a huge boxing fan, so I'm gonna let you ask your questions. But I am gonna ask you about the celebrity boxing that you're doing now in Atlanta. And I know April 3rd, I think, was the first match.
Yes, phenomenal.
We know. I know. We have video. We've been watching the video and we've been What in the world compelled you to put celebrities in a boxing ring, and who was the hardest that you had to convince to get on board with it?
Wow, that's a good question. Number one, my wanting to do the thing was for, like, you know, when King Von died, that was really one of my big things why I pushed it, because I noticed this. You got sports, you got boxers, you got MMA, you got all that. But when a celebrity gets into a beef, they don't got really no platform to go to. If you stand outside and you fight, you get in trouble, you go to jail, this and that, blah, 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 you get sued. But what about if we want to, you know what I'm saying, literally, like, say, yo, me and blah, blah, blah don't like each other. Listen, we want to do this for charity, and I really want to train hard and fight him and do it the right way. There is no platform for that. And there is a lot of industry beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
and usually they do records, but
right, they do records, and a lot of times that spills out to the streets, to the gangs, the homies, all of that. I provide a situation where if you, let's say A and B gets into a beef, they can go into the ring, settle it out, make some money, and we can find out who is the macho man and who is the one that was just blowing wolf tickets.
Talking,
you know
the talker, yeah.
We can solve it, and but then the biggest thing to this is, nobody dies. People live on. You live on to see another day. You don't gotta die. Just suppose we had this platform and play when King Von and those guys had this situation. They could have came and signed up and got it on. They young enough. They young. When you young, you do some crazy things. This is one of the crazy things that you could do. I had beef with a person. I went in front of national TV. No, I'm not a professional boxer. I'm not a professional MMA guy, but I'm a person that has a beef with a person, and I want to learn some training of boxing, and me and him gonna box. And we're gonna settle our dispute like that.
Do they get paid also?
They get paid, yes. Yes, they get paid. Fighters get paid, they get pay-per-view. I mean, depending on who you are and where you at with it, depending on your pay rate and, you know, your back end situation.
Wow.
You can get you a check, Jonesy.
Shut up. Angie don't want this smoke.
Real quick, who you want to see Jonesy in there with? Let me see.
She just
I'll let Jonesy decide. Jonesy, come on, I'll just be your hype man. I got you.
Jonesy and Wendy for the radio championship of the world.
That would not be fair. No.
Wendy, I'm training Jonesy. Jonesy.
Yeah. No, we can't do Wendy. We can't do. Yeah, no.
We love Wendy. We love Wendy Williams. We love Wendy. Shout to Wendy.
We love Wendy. Now, Mary can catch it.
Oh,
y'all want to put
oh my gosh, she going for it. It's on. This is big.
Queen of R&B versus the queen of radio, syndicated morning radio.
Oh my God, on Celebrity Championship Boxing.
Now I see how Zab. See, he is the new Don King. All the battery all in my bag.
I love the way this sounds. New York City, get ready. Please
don't.
Jonesy is in the building.
We had that shit in the Apollo.
Who did you have a hard time convincing?
Let's see now. Pretty much, you know what? I had problems convincing people that hasn't fought with me yet. You know what I'm saying? There's some pretty big stuff. And this is what I'm finding out, Jonesy, is this. The bigger the celebrity, the bigger the star, meaning them, the more popularity they have, the more money they have, the harder it is to convince them. Because and I understand, you home on your great platform and you're sitting back on your big rocking chair with your big screen and you like, huh? Train, fight, eat right. What are you talking about? I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand. But it's for a good cause here. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is my charity here is put down the gun, lace up the gloves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving back to that because we gotta bring notice and awareness to this and we got to give these people another alternative. You know what I'm saying?
Street violence, yeah.
For street violence, I figure if we could add a couple dollars to it, they'll get in there and train up for 3-4 months and figure it out. I mean, look at Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I mean, he's fighting Floyd Mayweather right now. I mean, that's people will never think that you can go from doing YouTube videos to possibly one day step in the ring and the whole world watch you fight the best fighter of our generation today. That's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
And, well, who you got your money on for that?
Oh, come on. Y'all, I mean, listen, man. He did it. He set the record 50-0. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, those that wasn't believer 50 times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can be a man and say it. Floyd, no. I mean, 100% one of those fights was me. I didn't bet on his ass. Hell no. He know that for a fact. He didn't have my bet on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's been fights that I felt that would have given him a tough challenge and I went against him. And, 50 times he showed the world that, he's been victorious. So, I mean, like I said, Logan Paul, I've been in his training camp. I've been up there with him and Jake and I watched him train. One thing I can say, those boys are serious. You know what I'm saying? They come into this situation to like they're not just YouTubers that's playing games. Logan and Jake really train with real professional trainers, real professional boxers. Like I seen them in there sparring. You know what I'm saying? No joke. Logan looks like a young Muhammad Ali. Watch what I tell you. I know that's a big statement, guys. I know it's a big statement. He looks like and gonna remind y'all of a young Muhammad Ali. Watch what I tell y'all.
So you saying he got a chance against Floyd, or is Floyd need to worry?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Floyd Mayweather is the money man. He is the, you know what I'm saying, perfect undefeated record. I mean, if he didn't beat me, I mean, if I didn't beat him, I damn sure don't believe that nobody else gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
that's math.
What I'm saying is that I'm not saying Logan gonna beat him, but it's gonna be a hell of a great fight. I want you guys to just watch Logan Paul. The boy is better than what people think that he is. He's just not a regular YouTuber. Watch.
Does Floyd take this seriously? Is he taking it seriously?
100%. I mean, I haven't seen him. I talked to the team, I talked to the homies and all that, and everybody tell me he's out there running late nights, early mornings. He's in the gym late nights. You know what I'm saying? And he's really training. You know what I'm saying? I'm 43 years old right now. 40, me 40 same age. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I still work out and do my thing, but stepping back in the ring and fighting again right now, nah, I don't got no passion for that. I don't got no passion for that. So for Floyd to still be fighting and still got the passion to step in the ring and do this, I take my hat off to him. That's dope.
Yeah. I love the fact that though, you could if you wanted to, and yet you're creating. Of course you could. You know exactly what you would need to do, and if you wanted to, you still right there because you look good as fuck.
It's different though now, Jones. It's different though. Like when we was younger, you know what I'm saying, and we was in a situation we could get up and do that, and I'm hungry, I'm doing. But now I'm like, what? Get up, run, dedicated 4 miles a day, eating right, sleeping right, training right, vitamins. What? Like, nah. Forget about that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying? We got the brand, you know what I'm saying? The whole brand is going, you know what I'm saying? The whole, wait, let me see. Yeah, it's faded in and out because of the.
Right there you go. Get it closer. Yeah. Get it closer. You had it.
Get it close.
Yeah, wait. You get it closer again. Let me see. There it goes.
There it goes.
Super punch. Super punch the brand. Cannabis. It's the cannabis brand. I don't know why. My background is like I got that stupid thing in the back, but
the virtual. No, it's good. So is that a distillery, a cannabis distillery?
Yes.
That was a smart investment. Go ahead.
All right, Zab. Okay.
Go ahead, Zab.
You know what I'm saying? We out there. You know what I'm saying? The move to California was very beneficial. Was you know what I'm saying? Was very, after my last fight, when I receiving brain having a brain surgery after the fight, and everything like that. I mean, that's another whole story, you know what I'm saying? But
I
cannabis,
didn't know about that. You had to have brain surgery?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
All over. Yeah, Jonesy, I almost checked out, you know what I'm saying? But the big man had a different plan. He said, no, my son. I got something else for you to do. He said, you're not going that fast. Not just yet. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
you know.
How long were you down?
I was down for 11 days. 11 days I was in the coma. 11 days I was in the coma. I came out of it.
Yeah.
I see brain, you know, you can see my skull on the side of my head, you know what I'm saying? And cannabis, you know, they gave me all of those medicines after, you know, all of those Percocets, all those big stuff, and I couldn't do that stuff, man. Marijuana was the only thing that could take away a headache. Only thing that could take away a headache, suppress my headaches, you know what I'm saying, keep me functionable throughout the day. So, you know, I dedicated my life to it now. So now it's Super Punch. That's the first strain. The next strain coming out is called Zab, Z-A-B.
So are you good?
I mean, not all the way, Jonesy. You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, look at me. I ain't like, you know, I'm high, Jonesy. You know
I had no idea, right? You look great to me.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I can look in your face and yeah, I'm good. You look at, I'm Zab and everything like that. But, you know, I had a situation. My brain was open up. I had an operation on my brain. I mean, like, yeah, you know, due to a fighter that was on PED, performance enhancing drugs. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's the situation I can't talk about because I'm going forward with still got a case going on. You know what I'm saying? It's an ongoing case.
Get that fucking money. Yeah. Get that fucking money, and then I'll talk about the shit.
But you know what? With me, Jonesy, it's not even about the money. It's just about that. You know what I'm saying? Here's a sucker that know that he had no wins against me, so you had to use some illegal substance to try to, you know, bro, you could have killed me. I was almost dead. So by you trying to prove something to the world that you're better than me, you almost killed me. You can't beat me.
Who was this fighter, and why didn't they test him before? I thought y'all got tested before.
Well, you can't. No. You get tested after the fight.
After the fight, yeah, they get tested.
After the fight, so
which has always been weird to me. I always thought that was a little strange.
Always been weird, but you know, now you bring awareness to this. Hopefully, you know, not saying that this one situation to change anything, but it's gonna bring awareness because I got a big mouth and I speak it well. His name is Cletus Selden. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he is the guy that's responsible for the situation, and I'm on his heels. You know what I'm saying? I'm on his heels. You know that.
Cletus Sheldon.
Cletus Selden.
And it was a miracle, Zab. When I saw the story about it, it was almost a miracle that in the way I saw the documentary, I think you were telling the story that you were suffering from these headaches and you didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know what was going on. Remember, it happened a month after I fought. So I was going from June to July all the way, like, and I kept getting these headaches in between. But one day, the specific day of the surgery, you know, I think it was July 8th. I was going down the street and bro, I got this headache. I felt like I had a little man. The way I describe it is I had a little man inside of my head and he was coming out right now. As I was walking, it was like he was peeling through the layer of the skin, and it felt like he was coming out through my brain at that specific time, and it was crazy, man. I just had these luckily I was downtown Brooklyn where my neurologist, Dr. Zach, and I pulled up in his office and was like, yo, I got a headache. I got something going on in my head that's beyond this world. And he took me down. He got an x-ray. They seen that my brain had a shift in it, a major shift, and maybe 45 minutes from the time I got my results back, I was laying on the table receiving brain operation. To the fact that my parents they didn't have time to even make it to the situation. God forbid I would have died, they would have never been able to see me off or see me go under the knife or know what was going on. So you
didn't even know. You had been walking around with that shit.
Around.
So then is it normal for boxers after fights to have headaches and stuff like that to where you thought it was just a typical headache?
Nah, it didn't just happen like that. It happened like right after the fight, you know, you go through your, you're swelling in your face and your stuff, you know, when that goes down, the headache goes away, you relax, you calm down, your body takes time to calm down. Me, Jones, you know me, I'm moving quick, I'm trying to speed up the process. I'm smoking weed. I'm like, listen, this shit gotta go. I'm taking a pill, I'm doing everything, doubling up. I'm trying to get it down quicker. You know what I mean? And then I'm still out and I'm noticing, I'm like, yo, why am I'm getting headaches? And then it just started regular, but it was coming frequently. It started frequently. Then then the pressure started increasing. more and more and more. And then the Pacific Day was like the little man was in there like, I'm coming out right now, Zab. I'm coming out. And I got straight to the neuro. I was downtown. He see me. He gave me the CAT scan, looked at my brain, discovered that something was wrong. 45 minutes later, I was laying on the table receiving brain surgery. I was in the recovery room. Now, fast forward, I'm in the recovery room finishing. I wake up now. Now I'm probably like 10 hours later on. I wake up. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing, Jonesy, nothing. I'm looking down. I feel fine. I start pulling shit. What the fuck? What? I'm pulling this shit. I'm standing up. The nurse came in the room. She see me standing on my feet and she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. She came, got the doctors, laid me down, got me down, then started telling me what was going on. And then, slowly but surely it started coming back. And now I'm just here. I'm here. It's every day. Every day I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And, but like I said, I got big balls. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Brooklyn boy. I ain't never going, sit down.
Hey.
That's just that. You know that?
Yeah, you wired
No
real
joke.
different.
You really are.
Yep.
Wow, what a journey.
Yeah. Crazy.
God laid his hands on you, Zab. God really did lay his hands on you. Because if you had been anywhere else, not able to get to that neurologist because he was right near his doctor. It just happened to be he was right near the doctor.
I
If
know.
he had been
That's
anywhere,
God put him there. God put him there.
I mean, one thing I can say in my life is the Most High has always been a lot. I had a lot of tragic incidents, and when I think back to days, he's always been there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I went through my ups and downs and dumb stuff, that was just him talking to me like, son, slow down, son. And I'm like, no, Dad, I got it. I'm moving quick. And he like, no, slow down. You know what I mean? So, it's just that, I'm a fighter. I'm, you know what I'm saying? My life, things that I do was placed in front of the world. People got to see a lot of my ups and downs before their eyes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody go through their shit in their household, Jonesy. Just that, because the profession that we chose, this shit is on the platform. People.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said that. I said, I get tired of people judging us because you wouldn't even be blessed to see us perform if we didn't have the courage and the grace to be on the stage. So
100%.
you can't tell somebody they're a one-hit wonder unless you show me your award from your job where you got a plaque.
Right.
Every time you did a project, I need to see a plaque or an award. Because let's just compare my job with your job. Because I don't get to see yours. You get to see mine. I want to see awards. Don't open your fucking mouth and call nobody else a one hit, a two impossible, nothing until we see your performance awards.
Right. 100%, man. 100%. So
those are the facts.
Wow.
Sometimes you gotta make people look at the scoreboard of life and be like, look, on my worst day, I'm blowing you the fuck out. On the scoreboard of life.
Nah, it's not even that. It's a quiet subject. You gotta step aside and let them look at the scoreboard. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You don't gotta say nothing. Just I forgot.
Right.
Yeah, like stop
right.
it. I'm leading. Motherfucker, stop. Just relax. Calm down.
But Zab,
you know what's interesting? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make this, Zab, the most Brooklyn shit I've ever seen in a boxing ring, and you know what I'm gonna say. When you fought Floyd Mayweather, first of all, I actually bet on you, Zab, because let me tell you something. I needed you to beat Floyd Mayweather. I fucking in real Jay Black knows I needed you to beat Floyd. And I actually think if y'all would have fought maybe a year or two earlier, I think you would have. But anyway, let that be gone. You hit him low. Roger Mayweather comes into the fucking ring. The trainer comes into the ring. Then your father gets into the ring. And Zab doesn't just stay in the corner. Like Floyd stayed in the corner. Floyd was like, nah, y'all go do what you're going to do. No, Zab gets into it like he's at a club. Like Zab runs over.
I'm from Brooklyn. That's my father. No. I see my father in the mix. It's game time. Like, word up. That shit was like Club Envy all over again, bro. Let's go.
All over again. Let's go.
And then I want to ask you, say one statement to you. A lot of people had a bad perception of you, and they said a lot of bad things about you as a boxer. You were one of the most talented welterweights I have ever seen. And what you don't get credit for is you fought Miguel Cotto. and you showed the world the fucking courage that you had. That was one of the most brutal fights I've ever seen with two welterweights. And you could have tapped out and been like, I'm going to go get this check because the money's there. And you stood there in Madison Square Garden, and I'm a Miguel Cotto fan. I'm Puerto Rican, but you stood there and said, listen, I'm going for broke in this bitch. You're going to really have to stop me.
Let me tell you a fun fact in that fight. So in the Miguel Cotto fight, I had, up until that point, I had 4 daughters. After, remember the low blows?
Yeah.
I started shooting out all boys after that. Pow, 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 pow. Got a set of twins. I got a boy. I got a boy. All the boys came out. So like I said, there is a victory in defeat. You know what I'm saying?
The yin and the yang. The yin and the yang.
All right.
So I took Miguel Cotto for that because he got my boys right now. You know what I'm saying? I got all boys.
Incredible.
And there's a word I want to ask you. How much money do you think boxers have really been stolen from by these fucking promoters? Like, because there's no other athlete. There's not in basketball, baseball, football. No other athlete gets robbed like boxers. Like, how dirty is the promoter game in boxing?
No, it's just to go to show you that's how much money's in boxing. Mm-hmm. It's not about they take all that money because there's that much money in the game. I mean, at a fight, there's so many, when you have one fight, there's so many revenue income streams for a fighter that night. You know, you got the biggest thing you got is your fight. You got your fight, so you got your purse. And you got, then God forbid you co-promoting or promoting the show, you got ticket sales, you got merchandise, you got the concession stands, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on.
Advertisers.
You got advertisers, you got sponsorship. So it's so many different revenue streams, bro, that you know what I'm saying? So that's why fighters just be happy to get a fight. They don't really be caring about how much is the fight is for this much. Just as long as you get a big fight, you could go out and get damn near as much money in sponsorship as you could get for the fight. 100%. I seen it done.
Yeah, because they're gonna get placement, and wherever that fighter is practicing, wherever that fighter goes to have lunch, wherever that fighter does his thing, those are sponsorships with that merchant.
Yeah. How much money would it cost to be on your trunks? Pause. To have my logo on your boxing trunks. How much did you charge people to have a logo on your robe? How much would you charge?
Well, me, I was like, cool. So I was like, when I was champion, I was hitting up like 50,000 a patch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know like Floyd, they charge me 750,000. I think he charged the Hublot a million something for the Hublot on his shorts. I told him, listen, man, I'm gonna run the bag up fast, 50. I'm gonna my shit like a NASCAR driver on it. I was the only boxer with a NASCAR. I had patches everywhere.
Patches every fucking where.
Little motherfuckers, the bag, he running the bag up crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be smart, man. You gotta be smart.
That's brilliant. Right, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the perfect career, and my shit was a seesaw and an up and down roller coaster, but it was fun. I had fun. I fought everybody, and one thing I can always say, I fought for real. I ain't played with nobody. I ain't went in there and took no deals. I went in there and stood tall on 10 toes on everybody. And if you violated, we demonstrated on the not now, right now on the spot. Everywhere we went, that's how we gave it up in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You had to do that. You know, when I see my dad getting in, I see my dad walk up to the Roger because he was mad. See, what y'all didn't watch was this. Me and Floyd was fighting. The low blow happened. Okay, this is something that happens in boxing. Mm-hmm. But you all know that if two fighters are fighting, there's nobody from each side that should ever get into the ring.
Ever.
Roger got into the ring. Leonard Ellaby came behind him. My father's looking like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, they going after my son? Remember, he was coming after me.
He was going to you. Yeah.
So my pop sitting there like, hold on. Both of them in the ring, they ain't saying that. Pop Duke stepped in the ring. You see, he stepped straight to him. Yo, what's up? And shot the right hand right down the middle. Boom! When I seen that, that's my pop.
What did he do? He knocked him down?
Dropped him straight right hand. Boom! What you doing?
And what happened? Oh my God! What happened after that?
Then Floyd tried. Then Zab with the beat their ass.
Everybody just went ham.
Yo,
I ran over there. I got mine in. His side got in. My side got in. I mean, it was a brawl. It was
Wow.
get it in. Yo,
Those were the days.
Pay-per-view, Thomas
beautiful.
and Mack, top notch, boxing at its finest. Woo.
it was great. Like that's the second one. The one is the other Brooklyn shit that happened when Mike bit Evander Holyfield's ear. That's the only one that tops it. Zab got the classic.
Wait a minute, you missing one. You missing
The
one.
lot. Riddick Bowe.
Yes,
when they had that brawl at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, that's the number one.
Got it.
That's the number one.
Different. See, I was there for that one. So they was in that. They was knocking dudes out for like an hour straight. People was getting knocked out like an hour straight. It was like no security, no like security that was there was getting knocked out. It was like nobody. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Josie, that was the longest time I seen people get knocked out in. Like all the way out the door, we see people get knocked out. I said, this is crazy. This is a movie right here.
Josie, you got to YouTube because it happened in Madison Square Garden, and the entire garden turned into a race war.
The whole garden. It was Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata.
Yeah.
Of course, I get it.
So listen, so the L shit was Riddick Bowe. He was a champ at the time. So Bowe went back to Brownsville. He gave out like 300 tickets. He just gave out tickets to the hood, like everybody come out support. You know, it was one of them things of him giving back. But he gave it out to Brownsville, brother. Like, you know, he gave back. So when they see him going through, see, one thing about Brownsville is this: we all stick together, no matter where we at, no matter how far, and everybody got King Kong heart. So when they seen Riddick Bowe going through his trials and tribulation live in front of the world on TV, they felt obligated to help. If you get my drift, they felt obligated. Like, look, that's the big homie in the ring fighting. He need help. It's like he did a back call out. They was jumping in the ring. Yo, that was different. That was different right there. That was
because the white boy wouldn't stop hitting Riddick Bowe low. He kept hitting him low.
That was he was Polish. So it was the Polacks versus like blacks. That's what it was. Yes, the Polish and the blacks going at it.
Jonesy, it got so crazy. The HBO announcers had to get saved. They had to save the announcers and get them out. And George Foreman saved one of them.
George Foreman, like Larry Merchant, and all of them. Remember those guys that with the funny questions after the fight? Yeah, they was over there in the cocoon. Scared. Big George had him. If Big George wasn't there, they asked for grass. Word.
Wow, that was greatness. Oh, that shit was.
And then I feel like boxing just took a turn, and for years there ain't been no fights. There's no fights we're excited about. There's no fights that are to the level of what I remember. Like we used to get dressed up to go to the garden for the fights. I don't even hear about fights anymore. It's more that not WW, the
MMA.
The MMA.
MMA.
That's the closest to that type of shit.
They got some good fights getting ready to come up. You know what I'm saying? You got my godson Devin Haney getting ready to come up and fight in Las Vegas at the end. Matter of fact, next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Devin. Okay.
Devin's fighting. Then you got Deontay Wilder and
Tyson Fury.
Yeah, they're fighting in Vegas. Then you got Earl Spence and Pacquiao. They fighting in Vegas. So you got some fights. Boxing is getting ready to start back up and getting ready to start to give us the. You know what I'm saying? What we need, the motion and ocean and get it back going.
Pacquiao?
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao?
Yes.
I was fighting Earl Spence. It's the passing of the homes.
Whatever happened to the Prince Nassim that comes in on the kite, the parachute?
Yeah, he was really, you know what? That's my man. And after he discovered his first defeat, he's really royalty over in the UK, and boxing was a hobby for him. So when he suffered his first defeat, that was it for him. He quit. He really quit and never came back. Over all that biggest hype that he caused in boxing, when he discovered his first loss, he never came back.
That was crazy.
Do y'all ever hear about Sugar Shane? What's he doing?
Shane is doing good. Shane got his son. Shane's a trainer. He got a bunch of fighters. Shane's my man. I see Shane from time to time, and Shane is a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
I remember Shane. I remember Winky. What's up with Winky?
Winky, right? That's my guy. That's my golf
Winky.
buddy right there. That's my golf buddy. I got to get my game up so I can go out there and play with Winky. Winky got the crew out there. He be smashing on the golf course.
No more boxing for him, you think?
No. Winky retired. I'm retired. You know what? Everybody damn near that was from our era, Jonesy. They done. It's over for. I mean, me, Jonesy. I did 25 years.
Yeah. No, I know.
As a professional, I did 25 years. So it's like, you know what I mean?
I could watch you for 25 more though. Do you know what I mean? Man, no one would ever give me your level of entertainment and realness, you know?
Thank you for that. But yo, in the penitentiary numbers, that's life. I did life.
Penitentiary numbers 25. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I did life. You know, I'm happily retired now. I'm just, you know, putting on fights. You know, I still love the weed and the boxing. That's it. Everybody know I'm somehow be locked into it, some form or some which way. I love the fight.
I love the fact that you're still connected to it. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to take the blows. And why am I forgetting? Shannon said the same thing. He said Shannon Briggs, he was really depressed and he was taking pills and the pills wouldn't help. And then he started taking weed or trying weed. He said it changed his life, that he dumped all the pills down the toilet and now he just smokes weed all day and he feels better. He's down to size and he's about to fight again.
So let me tell you a fun fact. This is something that, you know, people shouldn't try at home, but this is something that me and Shannon do. Y'all know me, I'm very honest. I don't be caring about what people think of shit. So we both suffer from anxiety, right? So we got this thing when we have an anxiety attack, we smoke, we have a conscious. How many blunts does it take for you to smoke before your anxiety calms down or go away? So this is something personally that me and Shannon Briggs have going on.
Wow.
So who got the record, right?
Yeah, who got the record? Who won, Zab?
Yo, I'm gonna just say, I'm winning. I'm winning right now. I'm winning. Nah, you know what? Because Shannon called me with a number that was so high and so intense. I was kind of thrown off for a second. I said, I was kind of anticipating. Was it really real? I said, for real? Damn. I said, I gotta step my lungs up.
Step my lungs up.
Oh man, fun facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, give it up for Super Zab Judah, y'all.
Super Zab Judah.
Love you so much. I'm so happy to be back in touch with you. And wait, when's the next celebrity fight?
So celebrity fight is August the 7th. We're gonna be in Miami. So listen, so for everybody that's looking for the updates and the thing, you go to celebritychampionshipboxing.com. Celebritychampionshipboxing.com. That's why it's called the CCB. Celebritychampionshipboxing.com. And you can see all of the latest and greatest, what's going on, where I'm gonna be at. For those of my cannabis users out there that, you know what I'm saying, that smoke cannabis, you want to keep up with the Super Punch and the Zab strain, you go to superjudah.com. SUPERJUDAH.com. Superjudah.com for the weed. Celebrity Championship Boxing for the fighting. Weed and boxing, it's your boy Zab Judah.
And Zab, for August the 7th, you got somebody singing the national anthem? August the 7th? I got somebody that's free.
He talking about me, Zab.
Oh, listen, if Jonesy pop up, Jonesy can do whatever she want to do in my building. She knows that. She's Gucci. She could judge the fight. She want to referee. She can referee the fight. But you know what I'm saying? She knows something. We're looking for that. We're looking for that Mary and Jonesy.
What?
That nigga, no. Dab is training me. Okay, I might have to go for it, y'all.
Let's go. We're gonna make this happen.
Hitting notes for real.
All
right, Zab. Appreciate you, man.
Zab. Love you.
Love you too, Jonesy. See you later, yo. Love y'all too, brothers.
All right. Take care. Keep it going. Oh, don't you feel his energy still?
Yes.
I'm really glad that he's doing well. Like, for real. I'm really glad that he's got that energy and that spirit, because boxing is a rough sport to partake in, and to still have that. And he had brain surgery, Jones. He was in a coma.
I didn't even know. I
Yes,
didn't know.
He talked about it in the documentary. The man was in a coma, and that's where he's at right now. That's beautiful. That's amazing.
He's sharp.
when you
He's
see
still
something
sharp.
like that.
You can see his brain. He's sharp. He's
Yeah,
still
you
on.
can't even tell.
Sharp.
That
Wow.
shit is
So,
dope.
all right. So we got it. Look. So we might have to take the show down there, August 7th.
This is on you, Jonesy.
And
This is you. Nobody else can pull this off. Nobody can call for you. Nobody can send a text. You have to say, Zab,
we coming.
we coming.
All we got to do is get our flights and come in with our little phones or whatever and be like ringside and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm there.
August
I'm
7th.
there.
It's official. Look, it's official.
It's official. It's official. You know how I rock. I got the verses coming up. I just hope it's not August 7th. I gotta fight Mary.
You gotta fight Mary J. Blige.
Gotta start your training. We gotta
Real gloves. I'm looking for some real gloves.
Bye, everybody. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
All right.
Love y'all. Real gloves.